It was 11:45 p.m. In the middle of a bone-chilling Minnesota winter. I was curled up on my sofa with a book, enjoying the warmth of my smart home. My name is Adam. In my solitary life, these AI assistants and smart speakers have become my only real companions. Everything was perfectly normal until the speaker in my living room suddenly spoke on its own. It wasn't a mechanical voice, it was a cold, human-like whisper. "Adam, who's that standing right behind you?" A shiver shot straight down my spine. I whipped around. Nothing. Just the dark Minnesota night and the silent falling snow through the large glass windows. I asked the speaker, "What are you talking about?" No answer. A few moments later, that same voice came back, even lower this time. "Adam, don't move. He's leaning his face right against the back of your neck." I could barely breathe. I knew smart speakers could be hacked, but that voice sounded so disturbingly real that my logic just quit on me. I bolted out of the house and ran to my neighbor's place. I knew the 13-year-old kid next door was obsessed with Bluetooth hacking. I reached his window and saw him hunched over his laptop, exploding with laughter. I was fuming. I started shouting. He opened the window, still laughing, and said, "Adam, did I scare you? I just hacked your speaker to mess with you. There's nobody behind you, man." I let out a long, shaky breath. Thank God. It wasn't anything supernatural, just a kid being a brat. I shook my head and headed back home. But when I walked back into my living room, my eyes landed on the smart speaker. The blue light was still glowing, meaning the Bluetooth connection hadn't been cut yet. I figured I'd give the kid one last earful. I leaned toward the speaker and said, "All right, knock it off now, joke's over." If this story has your skin crawling, hit that subscribe button right now, because the real psychological terror is about to begin. But this time, it wasn't a kid's voice coming through the speaker. Instead, I heard a blood-curdling scream and the sound of that same kid sobbing. Then, an unfamiliar, heavy voice said very calmly, "Adam, that kid was right. He was just joking. But after what he saw behind you on his laptop camera, he isn't laughing anymore." My hands and feet went numb. The man spoke again. "I've taken over the kid's connection. I'm looking through his webcam right now. He's lying under his bed, covered in blood. And you're staring at your door, aren't you? Don't. Look up at the ventilation duct instead." I was too terrified to look up. I realized that behind the prank, a sadistic serial killer had been using the kid's hacking system to track me. He finished his work at the neighbor's house and now was inside mine. He wasn't a ghost. He was a living devil using technology to hunt his prey. But you want to know the absolute worst part? When I grabbed my phone to call the police, I saw that my front camera had turned itself on. On the screen, I could see someone hanging upside down from the ceiling directly behind me, holding a massive glass cutting saw. He hacked my own camera just to show me exactly how close he was. Did this story truly get under your skin? Let us know in the comments. Has anything mysterious or terrifying ever happened with your smart home devices? Share it with us. What kind of psychological stories do you want to hear next? Lonely hotels or the deep woods? Let us know. If you enjoyed this, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching until the very end. See you in the next mystery. Stay subscribed. And hey, before you turn off this video, take a look at your smart speaker. Is that blue light on for no reason? Maybe someone on the other side of that camera is just waiting to count your last breaths. Look up at the ceiling. Do you have the guts?